So
Okay.
first of all, I'd like you to introduce yourself. What are you doing? What do you enjoy? And everything you'd like to tell the audience about yourself.
Okay, sure. I'm Moamen Said. This is how we pronounce it. I'm the CEO and founder of iGamify.net, which is a gamification service provider. I've been in the market right now for 5 years since we started the company. And before that, I've been working in different industries with different titles between project management, between partnerships, between business development, between technical support, and so on, which made me have a mix of experience to understand different angles, and different angles, and different industries to know how to reflect the gamification into it when I started my own company. That's it.
Great. So I think you're like truly passionate about gaming, right? Because this is what your like company is about, right?
Yeah, actually, about gaming, yes, but the company is about gamification. This is one of the things that
No,
people
what's the
got
difference?
confused
I'm
with
sorry,
them.
what's the difference?
Okay, there are three main terminologies. There are video games, game-based learning, and the gamification. The video game that we all know it, which is I have a game I just played, PlayStation, Xbox, mobile, and so on. It's just for fun. It's a game with no purpose. The game-based learning, I'm playing a game to gain some knowledge and to get some sort of expertise. Then I'm playing a game, for example, to enhance my communication skills. I'm playing a game to enhance my business writing skills, and so on. The gamification is something beyond that. It's taking the gamification, the games element, and using it in something not related to games. For example, in the games, one of the game's elements are the rewards, the quests, the time limits, and so on. These elements that the game developer use inside the game that make you keep playing. They give you timing that your time are going down, then you want to continue the game quickly. They give you a challenge, then you are to keep on moving forward in the game and to play it, to keep working on the game to avoid the time limit, and so on. Gamification is that we take these elements and use it in something so totally different. We can import it on a website, on a mobile application for e-commerce, for example. We can use it in training. We can use it for even for the employee loyalty programs to make employee more satisfied in their companies.
Oh, I think this is what a lot of companies are doing right now to keep up with the latest technologies, right? All right,
Yes.
this is great. So my first question to you is, if you could have any superpower just for a day, how would you use it to enhance your field?
If I have a superpower to change people's mind,
Any superpower.
yeah, I will choose playing with people's mind to change their mindset. Because this is one of the biggest challenge that we are facing right now, because people all the time think that Mo'min and iGamify are for gamification, then we will play a game. It's not like that. Then if I have this superpower, I will shift all the minds to give them the three terminologies that I just told you about, to make it clear, to make my own business working fine.
Yeah, you see, even this is what I had when you said like gamification. I only
Yeah.
thought of gaming, so I totally understand it. The second question, what is the biggest misconception about your field?
Actually, the biggest thing, I will separate it right now for the MENA and Middle East, and then globally. Right now, we are in a new era of, as you mentioned, about gamification and loyalty programs and so on. But in MENA region, and it's very pure new, and with the pandemic of Corona and right now the devaluation happening everywhere, companies are not focusing on employee more than focusing on customers, which is not the correct thing, because focusing on your customer is good to generate to increase your revenues. However, you are losing the credibility and the loyalty of your employees. Then nowadays, almost all of employees that I know are working in a company taking the salaries. However, all the time they are searching for another company with higher salary, because they are driven right now by money. They are not loyal to the place anymore. And globally, the things are better, because most of the global companies and the multinational companies now know and understand the value of the employees. Then they act with the employees as if they are the customers. Then they invest money in the employees, the same that they invest, for example, in the marketing campaigns and in the rewards and benefits for the customers, because without the employee, the customer will not have someone to serve them. Then
Absolutely. I feel like company culture is crucial.
yes.
A lot of companies are missing on this. This is true. Okay, my third question to you. What is the most interesting vision you've had about your field? You know, maybe it's impossible to make it live, but you're just dreaming about this. You would love to do this.
For me, to be transparent, I like to take the gamification into the new era, the same like Elon Musk did for the cars and the space, because it's gamification. It's not. It's a science, okay, and it have no limits because, as I mentioned, I use non-game things, games elements in something not related to games. Then I can use it in anything. If I want to use it in a store, if I want to use it in a city. For example, one of the games that happened before, because gamification have the impact to change people culture. One of the games that happened before, it was something supported by Volkswagen. It was to change people mindset about different things, sports, culture, and so on. Then one of the important things that happened, and this is what I dream to do it one day in Middle East, for example, they did a competition about the speed limits, and people are getting tickets for violating the speed limits and the air traffics. Then they put cameras, and with using some sort of small AI systems, they were detecting who is doing a mistake and should have a ticket, and they give them the ticket automatically. And when they pay the ticket, people who didn't make the mistake, they passed through the camera without a mistake, they get points that they did something correct. And after that, they use this point to redeem it from different merchants as a gift for them. This is something I'm dreaming about, to change the culture of a full country using the gamification, to change the incorrect habit that people are doing. Either it's something illegal, either it's something legal, either it's something related to distribute more about the culture of the city itself. This is my big vision. And I know it's almost impossible to do it, but I'm trying.
It sounds amazing. Yeah, it sounds impossible, but at the same time, it sounds amazing. You know, a lot of stuff, they sounded impossible in the past, but now we're doing them, so you never know. If you could work on any project, regardless of feasibility or resources, what would it be? Maybe it's connected to your dream project again, but maybe it's something different.
Yeah, for the project, I wish to work right now on some sort of projects that had been starting right now for the sustainable development, because besides I'm passionate about gamification, I'm passionate also about sustainable development. And actually, the business model of the company are built on the sustainable development goal, partnershiping for the goal, for example. And now we are working on something related to gender equality. Then I love to work about something, and I wish to work about project related to sustainable development. Like, for example, what is happening right now in Saudi Arabia, the line, they are building a full city throughout a line for huge kilometers. It's like a mirror. I thought that you saw it on LinkedIn. This kind of projects I wish
Yeah,
to work
absolutely.
on.
I'm not sure about this. Like, it looks pretty, like, you know, I'm pretty skeptical about this project, but maybe, like, you know, I don't know a lot of stuff. So,
Yeah,
is it
actually,
sustainable
yeah, the line
from your
is
point of view?
yeah, the line project is fully sustainable, is a fully connected thing to sustainability project and to carbon things, because they built the full city on a line for huge kilometers, and everything inside this line, it will be using power of electricity. They will zero carbon effective, and it will be it will have everything inside it automated. Then you will not do anything to compete with the environment itself. Then you will save the environment throughout this city. Then this kind of project, I would like to work on it someday.
So, is there a way to maybe make this project and add gamification in there, as you're talking about, like, speeding, you know, on the roads? And if you implement gamification in this project, that would be truly impressive.
Yeah, it will be
But it's
amazing.
something to only dream about, I guess.
Yeah, because applying gamification in something like that will be very easy, but it need a huge effort, because sometimes people think about gamification what are you doing? You're just doing some pointing and pointing system and leaderboards, and that's it. They don't understand that behind the gamification there is a lot of frameworks and a lot of methodologies, and you should understand the player mindset and player game. Then there's some sort of psychological part that is done to implement at the end the program that it's suitable with the persona you are working on.
Great. You know, you were describing the gamification process to me, but I would like you to repeat to the audience, why do you think that gamification is so important, like an integral part of the latest technology that every company should implement? Why? Why is it gamification?
Okay, gamification is important from my perspective, at least, because as I mentioned, it can be used in very important things related to people behavior change and culture change and improvement of the work performance and improvement of the city legalities as well. It's unlimited. Then the process of gamification, usually that we see the players, as we call them, which is the users in the technology terminologies, the users who will use or who will be added into the gamification program, and what is the objective that we want this gamification solution to solve or to serve. Then we take it throughout a full process, throughout which kind of elements that we will use, because gamification have some dynamics, have some mechanics, and have some frameworks and methodologies. Then we start as if we are playing chess. We select what we will use based on the project. Then we take it into the implementation phase. If it's digital, then we start the coding part. If it's offline, for example, the gamified events that we do or the team building activities, then we start selecting the games that people will use to increase their productivity, for example.
Great, great. Thank you so much. As I said, it will be like a pretty quick live, but it was pretty informative. You finally told me the difference between gaming and gamification, and I believe to a lot of people too, because we'll have this live recorded and saved for you. I will also send it
Very
to
good.
you. So thank you so much for giving me
Thank you so
10
much.
minutes of your time to enlighten me about your field, and I hope we'll see each other again. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the invite and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.